Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. So, I'm going to get a lot of shit from this. I did this on TikTok, and if you're from TikTok, this is the place you want to come at me, because I don't give a flying fuck if I hurt your feelings with this pronoun shit. Alright? I'm going to be nice, like I was on TikTok. But I'm going to be honest. And they often say, in many cases, it is hard to be one or the other. It is hard to be honest and nice because everybody knows that the truth is not kind. Well, I'm going to try to change that narrative. All right? First off, I'm 48 years old. I'm a Generation Xer. All of my generation, we fought against being labeled shit. We really didn't like being labeled shit. We hated racism. We still hate racism. I am not labeling anybody because, one, I've had a couple of concussions and my memory doesn't function the way everyone else's does. So, if you are those pronoun people, this video is for you. Let me be as polite as possible and honest as fuck. Who are y'all? Who do you think you are? Are you a god? Because, one, you cannot force me to call you anything other than what I see. If you are a female who identifies as a male, and you tell me your name is Susan, your name is Susan. You are not he, she. You're not that to me. If you are a male who identify as female, and you are trans, but you have not had your operation, and your name is Bob, you are Bob. You are not she, he, or he, she, or whatever the fuck the pronoun is to that. And by all means necessary, and respectfully, you do not have the power to tell me to call you anything other than your name. Because that's what I'm going to do. I don't give a flying fuck if you're a transgender man or female or vice versa or whatever. That's your life. You have the right to be transgender. You have the right to transition over. I don't have the right to judge you on what you choose to do with your life. Period. I don't have the right to judge you. Because I'm a human, you're a human, you have feelings, I got feelings. It's not my job to disrespect you and call you something you're not. Alright? So like I said, if you're transitioning, if you're a female and you're transitioning to a male, and you decide your name is Bob and not Susan, your name is Bob. We can be friends. We can be cool. We can high five and all that shit. If you're a man and you're transitioning to a woman and now you choose your name to be Susan or Samantha or anything with an S, that's what I'm going to call you. Understand that shit. I'm not going to call you he, she, and I'm not going to call the trans man she, he, and I'm not going to reverse any of that shit because I'll probably just fuck that all up. There are people like me who exist for a reason. We don't know how to not offend you, so I'm not going to cave in to your labeling. If you watched any of my videos, I told you how much it sucked being called half-breed, being called chief, or being called the N-word, or the H-word. Why would I put that on someone else? Why would I sit here and make a trans person feel uncomfortable by calling them out? You're a tranny. Or a gay person by calling them the F word and not the F-U-C-K-E-R word. Why would I do that? That makes me a piece of shit. But what makes you a piece of shit is that you think you have the right to tell me that I have to identify you as he, she, it when I don't. I don't have to do that. I can still respect you as a person and call you by your fucking name versus calling you whatever 3-letter acronym you identify with. If you are a male becoming a female and you tell me your name is now Sally, Susan, Sharon, Samantha, then Susan, Sally, Samantha, it's nice to fucking meet you. But if you tell me I gotta call you what you identify as he, she, they, no I fucking don't. And no I fucking won't. When I meet you on the street, the first thing I'm gonna ask you is your name. I'm not going to ask you your pronouns. I'm not going to ask you what sexual orientation you are because honestly, that ain't nobody's fucking business. It's your business. If you identify as a he, him, they, whatever, that's your business. I'm a straight man. I don't even fucking know what to call myself outside of Echo Fan Grey Wolf. That's it. When you meet me, you don't say he, him, there, because I don't know what none of that shit means. I don't care what any of that shit means. What it cares about is that I respect you and you respect me. I don't need to have your pronouns to respect you. I don't need to give you any of that. I need to give you respect, but I don't need to identify your pronouns. Now, if you got that shit in your profile, hey, good for you. I don't have that shit in my profile because I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I also don't give a shit. I know that I am a straight man. That's what I know. I know me. I know who I am. I know what I am. I don't need to know what you are. I need to know your name. Maybe what you do for a living. How good of friends are we going to be? But in no stated time in my life, and even if we're friends, am I going to sit here and say, hi, such and such, he, she, they. I'm not doing that shit. No one in their right mind is going to do that shit. That's a you problem. You and pronouns, that's a you problem. Because are you going to get mad at your grandmother who's like 96 years old and she knows your name and she doesn't know that you identify with all these fucking pronouns? She's 96. You think she gives a shit about your fucking pronouns? No, she doesn't. And I'm 48. And I also don't give a shit about your fucking pronouns. I don't. That is a you problem. That is everybody who gets mad about people who don't identify them by their pronouns. That is a you problem. The person that doesn't identify you by your pronouns, you don't legally have the right to tell them what they can and can't say. What if pronouns are hate speech? What if I came out with pronouns but they were hate speech? Would you be so willing to label yourself then? Because in my generation, we didn't like labels. No, we didn't like labels. We didn't like racist labels at all. We didn't like none of that shit. But it was still done to us. We fought against being labeled something. And now you guys, this new generation, you guys are fighting to be labeled by fucking pronouns. Now y'all, it makes sense to you. It does. I don't know why, but it does. And maybe it's because I'm old. And maybe it's because I'm set in my ways. But you can't unstick me in my ways. And you can't really get mad because I don't know your ways. I don't have to follow your ways. You don't have to follow mine. But the one thing we do have to do is we have to have respect for each other. So respectfully, when we meet, you don't introduce yourself to me as, hi, I'm he, his, they. I didn't do that right, but, like I said, this shit's complicated. No female that I have met in my lifetime has ever come to me, hi, I'm she, her, them. Because I'm going to look at her and say, you're a very beautiful woman. But I don't know what none of that shit means. What's your fucking name? And let's say she goes, well, my name is Catherine. So, if you're Catherine, and you like being called Catherine, you don't want to be called Kitty. I take that from Kitty Pryde for the X-Men, for those who are X-Men fans. I once met an Asian woman named Catherine. She was on Hawaii Five-0 not too long ago. She played the older mother of the girl from Battlestar Galactica. It didn't make up to make her older because she's actually younger than the lady from Battlestar Galactica. But anyway, the whole point of this is Catherine never told me to call her Cat. It was always Catherine. Right? And it probably would be different for her family members. Her family members probably call her Cat. Just like with my biological name, my family members call me James or anything else under the sun, but they don't call me Echo Fan Grey Wolf because none of them are supporting me in this acting thing. But that's besides the point. The point is that I can't get mad if they don't call me Echo. They don't know, they're not paying attention. So they don't have that knowledge. I don't have the knowledge of pronouns. And I'm going to say this respectfully. You and everybody under the green, flat, round, whatever earth you believe in, don't have the right to make me call you by your fucking pronouns. You don't have that right. You're not that powerful. You're not a god. You can't strike me by lightning if I choose to identify you by your fucking name. But see, here's that thing about the coin. See, no one wants to flip that coin over and realize that some people just don't know pronouns. And they are so afraid, like me, that I'm going to offend you by calling you the wrong fucking pronoun in the first goddamn place, that that's going to be a thing. Every time I see you, I'm going to call you the wrong profile or wrong pronoun or whatever. And then you're going to be mad. You're going to be like, oh, he's disrespectful. He's disrespectful. He's disrespectful as fuck. He doesn't know my fucking pronouns. And I'm going to be like this. Motherfucker, it's not my job to know your fucking pronouns. It's my job to respect you. It's my job to call you by your fucking name. It's not my job to whip out a pronoun dictionary. Okay. This person has a female body. She acts feminine. I don't know if it's a biological female or if it's a transitioning male to female. But I do know that I'm going to respect this person and I'm going to know their name. And I'm going to talk to them as a person, not a fucking object. This is a noun. It is a person, place, or thing. I am a noun. I am a person, place, or thing. How can a place or thing, a person and a thing I got, but I don't know how a place works. But anyway, person, place, or thing is supposed to be a noun. An adverb is an action. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong because, things change over the years. And I'm a Generation X and we fought against labels while you guys are fighting to be labeled. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. So, let's say this thing came to me and says, I identify as a square. Clearly it's not a square. Right? This is a square, but it's also a rectangle. But this is a fucking circle. And if this thing came to me and said, hi, my name is Square, I can clearly see it's a fucking circle. You can clearly see it's a circle with a lot of circles on it, but it identifies as a square. Understand how confusing that just was. So when you come across people who refuse to call you by your bloody pronouns, maybe you ought to look at it from their point of view before you get angry. Because a lot of people got angry at me on TikTok for telling them the God-honest truth. It is not my motherfucking job to know your goddamn pronoun. And if you don't like that shit, that's your problem. It's not my problem because I'm going to keep moving on. You're going to stand there for 15 years thinking, wow, I told this motherfucker that I identify as a square. I see a human being. I don't see a square. So if you came up to me and you were that circle and you said, I identify as a square. So what? That's your problem. You identify as a square. Big fucking deal. I guess you pee on blocks? I don't fucking know. You identify as a square, but you're a circle. I identify as straight. And y'all have a name for us, and I don't even know what the fuck it is. So when people ask me, it's like, so you gay or straight or bi? It's straight up. I'm straight. All these other things, I'm still fucking learning. I'm learning what the fuck polyamorous means. I'm learning what the fuck pansexual means. The only things I know for sure, because I'm Generation X, and when I was coming up, this is all we had. You had straight, gay, or bi. That's it. Now y'all got like 20,000 of these damn things. Of lifestyles. What the fuck? And you're gonna get mad because I don't fucking know them? What are you mad for? You're mad because I don't know your fucking pronouns? I'm not Jesus. I'm not all-knowing, all-saying, all-seeing. It's not my fucking job. My job is this. Hi, I'm Echo. Nice to meet you. Oh, your name is Karen? Okay, Karen. Oh, so you're transitioning from female to male. So soon your name's going to be Kevin instead of Karen. Cool. We still be friends. Fuck. And then I meet Bob. Hey, Bob. Oh, you're transitioning from male to female. And your name's going to be Billy. Cool. We can still be friends. Hi, Billy. Now I meet a straight dude. Your name is Roger. What's up, Roger? Nice to meet you. Cool. There's no reason why all four of us can't hang the fuck out. There's no reason for that. But Karen and Bob gonna be mad because me and Roger don't know your motherfucking pronouns. And you're gonna fuck the friendship because we don't know your fucking pronouns. We might be the best friends you ever had, but you're going to be mad because we don't know your fucking pronouns. Bob's 60. I'm 48. Karen and Bob here, or Karen, me and Roger are up in age. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. But Roger's 60. I'm 48. Bob's becoming Billy. She's 21. Notice I said she's becoming Billy. So she was always Billy on the inside, but she was Bob on the outside. She's becoming Billy. I can still be Billy's friend. Billy might look hot. I'm not a trans tracer though. Whatever the dude name that's becoming a dude that was a girl, we can still be friends. But again, if they want to not be my friend because I can't remember their motherfucking pronouns, that's a they problem. It's not a me problem. It's not a Roger problem. It's a they problem. If you want to be labeled so bad because did you want to throw away a good friend because they don't know your fucking pronouns, you have some issues that you might need to resolve. And I'm sorry if I have offended anybody with this video. But am I wrong? Who the hell gives you the right to tell somebody else that they have to call you a pronoun? You don't have to call me Echo, but my name is Echo. You don't have to call me James, but my government name is James. I am a straight male. I do not know what the alphabet community calls straight men, but I do know that I can be friends with the alphabet community without having to go through all this pronoun bullshit. And y'all know that shit too. Y'all just added that shit in just to make shit more complicated for everybody else. Won't even necessary. So fucking what if you're trans? You're still a human to me. So fucking what if you don't identify as a human and you decide that you want to identify as this pen or this circle trying to be a square? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's your life. That's what you choose to do. But flip that coin over. Take it, shake it around, put it in your mouth, swallow it. Because no matter what you identify as, you do not have the right to make me identify you as what you identify as. I don't have the right to tell anybody, hey look, when you see me, call me straight man. Just call me by my fucking name. It's Echo. It's not that fucking difficult. I'm going to call you by your name. Whatever it may be. Bob, Roger, Sally, Susan, Sharon, whatever the fuck your name is. That's what I'm going to call you. Now, when someone wants me to talk about you, and I'm pretty good friends with you, I'm still not going to give them your pronouns. Because I'm not going to remember that shit. It's like, yeah, I met this dude named Roger. Yeah, Roger, we cool. And he's 60 years old. And Roger tells it like it is. Well, guess what? So does Echo. I tell it exactly like it is. I call it like I see it. And people don't like honesty. This is why I'm being calm and cool. I'm not collected, but I am calm. And I'm pointing it out as easy as I can put it out. I don't have the right to make you call me sir. And if you do call me sir, the first thing I will correct you real quick. Call me Echo. Don't call me sir. I work for a living. It's a military saying. It's not supposed to be harmful, but you know, if you first meet me, it's like, how you doing, sir? I'm gonna respectfully say, I am hanging in there. Thank you very much. Please call me this. And when I say that, it will either be the words James or Echo. It won't be, please call me Mr. So-and-so. You already called me, sir. I already told you I didn't like it. So I'm going to respectfully say, hey, we're on a first name basis here. Please call me Echo. Don't call me sir. I work for a living. Don't call me Mr. Once you introduced yourself and said, excuse me, sir, game on. Now, it's my turn. And I'm going to tell you, honestly, openly, and as peaceful and as happily as possible, you don't have to call me sir. Please call me by my name. My name is Echo Fangray Wolf, or my name is James Williams Jr. What's your name? And you're going to tell me your name. And I'm going to stop it right there. I'm not going to ask for no fucking pronouns. I'm not, it's like, my name is Thomas. And I am, nope. I said, your name is Thomas. Do not go into profiles and pronouns and all that shit with me because I don't have time for it. I also don't give two shits about it. I'm happy knowing that your name is Thomas. I don't give a shit what your lifestyle is, Thomas. I'm happy knowing that your name is Thomas. I am not gonna probably ever see you again. Unless it's from screen to screen, like I'm making a movie and you're looking at me kicking somebody in the face. He's like, yeah, I met Echo. He doesn't like being called sir. And I'll be somewhere in La La Land and maybe I'll meet you at a convention. And it was like, hey, Mr. And I'll be like, nope, it's Echo. It's like, yeah, we met before. Do you remember me? And I'll probably tell you the truth. No, I don't. What is your name? And you'll tell me, it's Thomas. It's like, okay, now tell me where we met, Thomas. We met 2 years ago at the last con, and I called you sir, and you told me, don't call me sir, call me Echo. It'll come back, might take about 20 minutes, maybe 10 years, but it'll come back and say, oh yeah, you're that cute person that told me that you were about to give me all these pronouns in which you identify from, and I stopped you and told you, it's nice to meet you, Thomas. Then I signed that piece of paper that you asked me to sign. And I went on about your business to the next person in line. Why? Because I don't give a fuck about your pronouns. I give a fuck about you. But if your pronouns have got you mentally unstable, did you insist that everybody and their mama identify your pronouns, you might want to get checked out. I'm sorry. I suffer from depression. I do not go around expecting people to call me pronouns. I expect people to call me 2 names. Only 2. Unless they're fucking family and know the 3rd name that I definitely don't go by. Haven't been going by Jonah in a long fucking time. But if we are in acquaintances or in, like, my movie career is taking off, I'm doing well, and I'm signing an autograph for you, you're gonna say, can you write it to such and such from Echo? And I'm gonna say, I can write my name, Echo Fang Grey Wolf, on this piece of paper. And I can write your name on this paper. But if you think I'm gonna put you in front of all these other people and try to write down 7 pronouns when there's a line behind you and other fans want to see me, no. So what I'm gonna do is, to Thomas from Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Keep it moving. Have a nice day, Thomas. If you want to talk to me, I'll be done with this table when that last person in line is done. Alright? When that last person in line is done, I'm done. And now I will probably take a bathroom break to everybody in line. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. I'm going to run pee and I'm going to come right back and I'm going to sign all the autographs. I'm not leaving until all these autographs are fucking signed. Period. Because I'm going to honor my fucking word. And because without those fans, I won't be making movies. I won't be eating. I won't be having the lifestyle that I want versus the lifestyle that I have right now. Because the fans are the most important thing to any actor or any entertainment whatsoever. And we know this. And I'm not going to be a douche about the shit. Unless, and I say this respectfully, unless you were coming at me with some pronoun bullshit. There's 20 people in this line. I probably won't even have that many people in the line. I may have 4 people in the line because I'm not famous yet. But if I got 4 people in that line, you can get in the back of the line if you want pronouns and shit. But them other 3 people, they have just as much right to see me as you do. And that being said, I am going to put them ahead of your pronouns. The next person might be named Sally. She might not know anything about pronouns, but she might know every movie I've been in. And she might want me to autograph more than one item. It's like, hey, I saw you in Dragon's Blood. I finally got to see it. Here. Dragon's Breath, not Dragon's Blood. So, here you go. Could you write to Sally from Echo? You don't even have to put the last part on. You don't need the Fang or the Grey Wolf, just Echo. Now I'll take Sally's little photo or whatever it is, because it might be a notebook. She might not want a picture of my ugly ass. She just might want my name. And I'll just sign it on there. To Sally from Echo. Thank you, Sally. Walk off. Bob might come up. Hey, dude. I'm Bob. Can you write to Bob from Echo Fang Grey Wolf? It would make my day if you write that so I can show everybody. Okay. Can I get one of those pictures? It's like $20. No, you're at the wrong booth. You're going to get my pictures probably like $2. It's like, what? Your picture's only $2? I say, hey, look, man. I had a bad experience at a con once from someone that I admire. And they wanted fucking $60 for an autographed picture or $60 for a selfie. And I only had enough money to eat for that day and the next day. So fuck that shit. $60 for a picture? No, fuck that. $5 max. And I'll sign that shit. And that'll be it. Because I don't think that I need to charge you $60 for a fucking picture or a selfie. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't think I need to charge you $20 for that shit. So when you guys make me famous, you can reflash this video that said my picture should only be $5. Anyway, I mean that. I literally mean that. My picture should not be more than $5. It shouldn't be. Because of all the audience and the people fans who watch your films. They're your meal ticket. And some of them are not rich or wealthy. This went off topic. I will make a video about that. But as far as pronouns and shit, I'm never, ever, ever going to fucking identify you as a pronoun. If that has offended you, and you don't want to be on this page anymore because I'm not a Trump supporter, and I'm not going to identify you by a motherfucking pronoun, fantastic. I'm not going to be angry about it. But I'm only going to tell you this one time, and then I'm going to end the video. You do not have the right to force anyone on this fucking planet to identify you as a pronoun. Now, I got one more thing to say about that. There was a incident in a GameStop a few years ago where a transgender male, excuse me, I fucked that up, a transitioning female kicked all the PlayStation stuff down because the young boy behind the counter misidentified that person. Alright? Now, offhand, to that transitioning person, I understand your rage. You weren't wrong, but how you handled it was wrong. He was a boy. He was maybe 17 years old. Not all teenagers are aware of transgender people. Some of them are, some of them aren't. It's not something that they see every day. So, him calling you sir 3 or 4 times, I don't think he was doing it on purpose. And then again, it's a kid. So he could have been doing it on purpose. There's two sides to that coin, you know. I could be wrong. He could have been doing it on purpose. I could be right. He might not have been doing it on purpose. But he did not see you as a transitioning female. He just saw you as a man in a dress. Which you have to understand how that shit works. You know, kids will be kids. I get misidentified by race all the fucking time. You'd be surprised how many times I've been called a Mexican or Filipino. Or even a Hawaiian. It happens. But I don't get mad about it because I know that I'm mixed. And I know who I am. So I also know that sometimes people jump the gun before they think, before they do shit. So to everybody who's trans, calm down. Not everybody knows that you're trans. And everybody identifies with what they see before what they get to know. Understand that shit. So calm down. Didn't say that to offend anybody that's trans, because I support trans people. I have trans friends that I follow, and I hope that they're always safe and well. Granted, they're not, but I always hope that they're always safe and well. But at that same time, this is probably where that labeling shit started. You do not have the right, you do not have the power to make anybody on this planet identify you as what you identify as. Like I said, I'm a straight man. Somebody will probably call me gay before the end of this video is over with if they're watching it. And that's fine, I'm not gay, but if they see a gay man, they're probably going to say I'm gay. I'm supposed to get mad. I got mad one time on Kung Fu Havoc 1, where a skater saw my martial art and in his comments said, that shit's gay. And I got pissed. Because he wasn't calling me gay. But my dumb ass thought he was calling me gay. And I literally threatened a kid on the internet and told him, dude, you don't fucking know me. Who the fuck you calling gay? It's like, man, I'm a grown-ass man. I will stomp the fucking yard with you. His next comment was, I'm sorry. That wasn't me. I wasn't calling you gay. My dad got a hold of your video and decided it was gay. And then I apologized because I was in the wrong for threatening the kid. And then I told him, you tell your dad if he wants an ass whooping from a guy who he thinks is gay. This is where I live. You know, and nobody showed up. But the point being made is that we all tend to identify what we see first before we get to know each other. And this is where the problem lies. This is why I said you do not have the power or the fucking right to tell anybody that they have to identify you as a pronoun. Because 9 times out of 10, people don't see pronouns. When they see people, they see what's in front of them, and that's it. And if they have not been exposed to pronouns and all this other stuff, what the fuck gives you the right to be angry at someone who has no knowledge of what the fuck a pronoun is? There are no classes in school. And with the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, there'll probably never be classes statewide to teach people about pronouns. And yet you people who want to be identified as pronouns are mad as fuck when people don't identify you as your pronoun. Like I said, I had this problem on TikTok. Some curly-haired dude with cool-ass glasses and fingernails from hell looking like Lady Deathstrike. I do not know if he was gay. I do not know if he was straight. I also do not care. What I do care about is that he called me an asshole and told me that this was some disrespectful shit that I said because I said it there and I'll say it here. I don't know your fucking pronouns. There should be a class to teach me your pronouns if you want me to identify your fucking pronouns. Now, he took that shit and ran with it, and I got a lot of hate for it. And I said, hey man, it's not my fucking job to know your fucking pronouns. It is really not. It is no one's job to know your pronouns. It is not your job to get mad at people who don't know your pronouns. Maybe you should sit down and have a conversation with them. Maybe teach them the pronouns. Maybe y'all should go to school boards and have this shit become a class so that people like me don't have to make videos like this about not knowing or giving a damn about your fucking pronouns. But that guy came at me, called me all kinds of assholes and names and shit, yet y'all want to be labeled. But I'm an asshole because I don't know your fucking pronouns. I'm an asshole because I said that there should be a class to teach people like me what the fuck your pronouns are so that I don't offend. But he didn't take it that way. He took that shit on a whole nother level of anger in which he decided, oh, this little asshole thinks he's bad. He's disrespectful. He doesn't know shit about our pronouns. No fucking shit. I do not know shit about your pronouns. Which is exactly why I said in the fucking 2.5-minute video at TikTok, there should be a class to teach us your pronouns. If you want to be labeled so bad, why don't you go to the school boards and insist and the superintendents and all these places so that when you are in school as a child, as a middle school juvenile, as a teenager and adult in high school, you should teach us your pronouns. You should offer online classes before you get mad at somebody because they don't identify you by your pronouns. And specifically speaking, so I can end this video, even if they do that, you still do not have the right or the classification of a god to make people identify you as your pronoun. If I hurt your feelings with that, it's a you problem because it's the truth. You don't have the right to make anybody identify you as your fucking pronoun. You don't. Just like I don't have the right to make anybody identify me as a straight man. I know I'm a straight man. However the hell you see me, what the fuck am I getting mad for? I know what I like. I'm not going after you because of what you like or what you look like or what you identify as. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to respect you and I'm going to leave you the fuck alone. I'm going to get to know your name. I don't need to know nothing else about you. I'm going to know your name. I'm going to know the things you like, you know, get to talking. I'm Echo. I do Kung Fu. I also draw pictures. I also cosplay. You could be Sally. You like to draw pictures. You like to cosplay. But you are transitioning male to female. We stopped that cosplay. I didn't need to know the rest of it. But if you feel comfortable telling me that, there's only 2 things I can do. I can be your friend and respect your ass, or I can be a douche and say, ooh, you're nasty, fuck you, I'm out. Which is generally what most people do, because most people aren't willing to get to learn people. They just want to fucking be disgusting and not think of people's feelings. That works both ways. So remember, when you're watching this video and you're getting pissed off because I'm never going to do you fucking pronouns, remember that the pronoun thing is a you problem, and you do not have the right to make people learn your pronouns. I'm not saying that I shouldn't learn your pronouns, because I probably should. But you can't make me. Just like I can't make you not identify by your pronouns. You can't make me identify you by your pronouns. Two sides to every coin. And y'all need to understand that shit. Not everybody's going to be down with remembering your fucking pronouns. Especially if we're probably only going to see each other one time in our lifetime. But I almost guarantee you every fucking time, because I'm bad with names but I'm good with faces, I'm fucking far worse with fucking pronouns than I'll ever be with faces and names. But if we meet each other more than once, and if we're hanging with each other and we're getting to know each other, I'm still not going to use your fucking pronouns, but I'm not going to forget your name. If you're in my life every fucking day, I'm not going to forget your fucking name. If you're in my life once or twice a year, like my friend Sean, totally different Sean. I know more than one Sean, but there's one Sean. We meet each other every now and again, and we can pick up right where we left off. And I forgot his name, and I forget his name every time we meet, and in the middle of the conversation, I'm like, I know this motherfucker's name. Why can't I remember it? But his name is Sean. But I also know like 3 or 4 Seans. Only one of them's white. And the one I'm talking about is another one of the black ones. So, like I said, I can meet Sean anywhere, anytime, any day. And I will remember absolutely nothing about his name while we're talking. And he'll walk away and I'll walk away and we'll both be doing this. What the fuck is that dude's name? But we done had a full-blown conversation for like 2 hours. And I will not remember his name the entire time of the conversation. And I catch myself at the end and say, dude, you ain't gonna believe this shit. I know who you are. But I honestly, truly to God, do not know your name. And we have that. So that being said, this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. You're either gonna like this video or you're not. But I'm still never, under any circumstances whatsoever, gonna identify your pronouns. I'm going to identify you by your name. I'm going to respect your name. I'm going to respect the lifestyle in which you live. And that's it. You want a pronoun professional, you go find someone who's willing to put all that shit in. I'm not doing that shit. I'm 48. My time is very special to me. I do not have time to worry about pronouns and how you feel. But I am going to respect you. If nothing else, I'm going to respect you. And I don't give a flying fuck what lifestyle you live. It's not my business. My business is I'm going to know your name. I'm going to respect you. And every time I see you, I'm going to respect you. And I'm not going to call pronouns. If I see you and I don't know what your pronoun is, and I don't know if you're a male or female, I'm going to ask. I'm say, I know you. What's your name? I know you. I can't remember your name. But I'm not going to identify your fucking pronouns. If I identify your pronouns, it'll be a stroke of fucking luck. Or Jesus sat on my shoulder and said, hey, this is such and such. He, she, her. And I'll be like, okay. And in the back of my mind, I'll be thinking, he, she, her. Is they transitioning? Or is she a lesbian? See? See how confusing that shit was? And now you see why I said, it's not my motherfucking job to know your goddamn pronouns. It's my job to respect you, know your name, learn your name, speak to you by name. That being said, I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.